We are learning that a vessel named MV Manali is stranded near the Bandar Abbas port in Iran. There are 20 Indian nationals, 2 foreign nationals working on board that ship. The people who are working on the ship have released a video as well stating that they are on MV Manali, which is currently at the anchorage of Bandar Abbas port in Iran, and they say that bombing is taking place in the area. They even have gone on to appeal to be rescued as soon as possible. We're also learning that the crew members on board the ship are continuously appealing to the government of India for help and assistance. So this is a big development that we are putting out for our viewers. In fact, we have these images that we also would want to put out for our viewers. And this is this vessel, which is called MV Manali. It is stranded in Bandar Abbas. Remember, that is at the choke point, at the Strait of Hormuz. And we have constantly been putting out those maps of the Strait of Hormuz. Because of the blockage of the strait, we do understand that vessels like this one, in this case, MV Malali in this case, has been stranded at the Bandar Abbas port, and because of that, there are 20 people who are of Indian origins, out of them 2 foreign nationals. They seem to be working on this particular vessel, and they are stranded, and they are now urging the government of India to help them, assist them, get them out as soon as possible. And all of these people have now put out these visuals and this video of appeal for the government of India. We'll see if we can play that visual out, that entire appeal out for our viewers, and have that full frame for our viewers. The producers will just put that out for our viewers. Let's play that out, please.
मोटर वेसल मनाली के क्रू हैं और 20 इंडियन हैं, और अभी हम बंदर अब्बास एंकरेज पे हैं, और हमारी यही रिक्वेस्ट है, यहाँ पे बमबारी हो रही है, हमें शीघ्र से शीघ्र रेस्क्यू करने की कृपा करें, शीघ्र से रेस्क्यू करें। जय हिंद, जय भारत। हम लोग मोटर वेसल मनाली।
Let me take this across to my colleague Siddhant Mishra, who's now with us on the broadcast. Siddhant, we've just put out that video appeal that is coming in from on board MV Manali. 20 Indians who are stranded on that vessel. They are appealing to the government of India to get them out. They also, in fact, are speaking about how there is bombing that is happening in that very area. We're talking about this narrow choke point, the Strait of Hormuz, and right at the center is the Bandar Abbas port in Iran. More details on what exactly can the government really do in situations like this, now that this appeal has come in also from these sailors, from these seafarers.
That's right, Greha. So this information has been passed on to us by Seafarers Association, and in fact, they have also provided us with these videos where in the backdrop, Greha, one can see that how the smoke is rising out of the vessels right behind MV Manali. So situation is really bad in and around Bandar Abbas, and these Indian seamen are stranded near the Bandar Abbas. As we reported 2 days back, that around 37 Indian flagged vessels are stranded around a Strait of Hormuz, and perhaps MV Manali is one such vessel. We have managed to access the videos of these seafarers, and in fact, we have also been told that that from 3rd of March till today they are stranded. They have been reaching out to the Indian government for help, and they want the Indian government to intervene and rescue them.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for that, Siddhant. We have Mr. Manoj Yadav, who's a representative of Seamen Union of India. He's now joining us on the broadcast. Mr. Yadav, thank you so much for joining us. I'd like to understand from you, we are putting out these visuals from the vessel MV Manali that is stranded in the Bandar Abbas port in Iran, with the Strait of Hormuz effectively shut down because of this West Asian crisis. What are the possible steps that are at the government of India's hands to probably help these seafarers to get them back to the country safely?
Actually, we are getting continuous call and the messages from these people, especially from the Manali. Along with this, we have more than 7 vessels which are basically stranded at BIK and Bandar Abbas with the same threat. These people were continuously sending me messages from last 3 to 4 days, which has been already passed on to the government body administration as well as to the embassy, and we have provided the contact detail of embassy. But unfortunately, they are not getting that much response from the Tehran side, and you can see that how the bombing is going on. Even there are some visuals which is directly showing just hardly 2 miles. Within 2 miles, 2 or 3 Iranian naval vessels has been targeted by this Iraq and US missiles. And so the condition of these seafarers are very pathetic. And our strong demand either to take this vessel at safer zone, safer anchorage out from that area. But this is the situation we all knew about. Who is going to take a lead? Who are going to take this vessel out from where they are? So
Can there be
situation is really
back-channel
pathetic.
talks with Tehran that New Delhi can do in situation like this? Because effectively, it is only today that a new supreme leader has been chosen, and that change comes into effect in Iran with the volatility still remaining. Do you think there is an option of having those conversations with Tehran that New Delhi still has, or they have to dial Washington? What is the situation? What is the immediate next step that you suggest India can do?
I strongly suggest that intervention of the Indian government with the US and the Israel along with the Iran is primary to remove their seafarers. It's not a small number, it's a large number, and we have done this in previous years also, just to going back in 1990 and to 2003 when that Iraq issue was going on, and we have safely repatriated, evacuated our Indians. So this is a very strong time. The unfortunate thing of my people, my seafarers, are that they are not registered with the Indian embassy in Iran, because they are not a shore worker. They sailed from Dubai, they sailed from other place to Iran and stranded there. That is the problem. When they are not counted in the records, so my preference is that to get them under your list and just evacuate them. It is much easier for India to intervene with the US, Iraq and Iran wherever they can.
Right. Mr. Yadav, would also want to understand from you, you mentioned about 7 other vessels other than the MV Manali that is stranded in VIK and Bandar Abbas. How many Indian seafarers roughly would be on board those vessels, sir?
Around 80 seafarers, what I understood, like 20 from Manali.
Okay.
And we have the other list also where around 80 seafarers are there who are daily sending me the messages and the video how this bombing is going on just next to them, hardly within a mile of 1 or 2.
Right, Mr. Yadav, thank you so much. So this is a big number. We are talking about Indians which could go up to 100 seafarers who are still stranded in the Strait of Hormuz, particularly on these ports like Bandar Abbas and VIK for that matter, and that is a cause of concern. How Government of India is going to use certain back channel talks to probably get to Tehran is another big question, because evacuation seems to be this one appeal that's coming in from all of these stranded seafarers, and the government needs to do something about that. Mr. Yadav, thank you so much for joining us and sharing all of these developments, important ones for our viewers.